We got a press conference to announce our Fireball Run Adventure Rally stop in Clarksville, Tennessee. I think the first thing we're going to do is start with the video.
Hello, I'm Clarksville Mayor Kim McMillan. We're very excited that our city has been selected as a stop on the Fireball Run. This is such an unusual competition and a very worthy cause that brings awareness to the issue of missing children. So we're happy to get behind it to help make your visit here a memorable one. Clarksville is a unique city with a historic downtown that showcases interesting architecture and a quaint character you don't find in many places. Clarksville was founded on the Cumberland River, which was an asset for transporting goods in the early day, and some of that river commerce continues today. The river, along with nearby land between the lakes, offer a wide range of recreational opportunities to local residents, as well as visitors. The city even has parks along the river, one of which is currently being renovated and will feature a marina. The city recently opened Fort Defiance Civil War Park and Interpretive Center, which overlooks the river. This wonderful facility goes further with the Interpretive Center to detail the history and way of life in the Clarksville area at that time. The Customs House Museum and Cultural Center, where I'm standing today, also offers visitors a glimpse into Clarksville's past. Some of the exhibits, such as the Challenge and Champions behind me, explores the more recent past. The museum has one of the largest train dioramas you'll find anywhere, as well as a hand-on section for children. For adults, Beach Haven Winery features an award-winning wine that are local favorites and a staple on many tables around the nation. The winery also hosts a popular music series, Jazz on the Lawn, that runs from May until November. Clarksville is also host to various festivals, special events, and sports tournaments throughout the year. Again, we welcome the Fireball Run and hope everyone will enjoy their stay in Clarksville. Please come back to see us when you can and discover more about our great community. And be sure to tell everyone about the gem you found along the Cumberland River.
I wasn't in the video, but my son was in the video. He was a soccer player. That was cool. So the star of our video and the mayor of our great city is Mayor Kim McMillan. I'm going to turn it over to you now.
And again, just like James says, I want to thank everyone for being here today. You know, we are so excited to host this competition, and as you saw in the video, we want to really show off Clarksville and show the hospitality that we have here. This is such a unique event that I think we are so fortunate to have them come and participate in this rally, and I hope that everyone will continue to follow online. You can see online, and we're going to hear more about exactly how the race is going to go and what you can participate in the visit. I will say this to all the NASCAR fans out there. We're very pleased to say that Jeff Bodine will be here, as well as Space Shuttle astronaut Winston Scott on one of the teams. So we think we're very fortunate to have those two participating. And I also want to say that I can't say enough about the exposure that this is going to bring to our community and to Clarksville in the future. I think this is wonderful. You know, these competitors aren't rebels without a cause, however, and as you'll hear more about it, they are really promoting, trying to bring awareness to America's Missing Children campaign, so I think that's important. We also have the opportunity to help local charities, and I have selected the Fuel program to receive the donation that they will be providing. As you know, Fuel really helps provide nutritious foods on weekends and holidays for children who primarily receive their food at school and don't have the opportunity to have that food at night and on the weekends and on the holidays. So let me also thank Teresa Harrington, who has done just such an outstanding job with the Convention and Visitors Bureau in helping bring this event to Clarksville. We want to thank the EDC and all their hard work in trying to bring this event to Clarksville. I just think it's important that we have an opportunity to show the world, not just everyone else in Clarksville, but all across the world, how wonderful Clarksville is and what a great place that we have here. And as I said in the video, we're really the gem on the Cumberland River. So we thank everyone for that. We want to thank the Fireball Run, and at this point, I now want to introduce Jay Sanchez, who is executive producer of the Fireball Run, and he's going to come and tell us more about the logistics and the specifics about the program. Jay?
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Once again, my name is Jay Sanchez. I'm the executive producer of the Chevrolet Fireball Run Adventure Rally and our Race to Recover America's Missing Children. And first off, I want to say that, Mayor, you made a number of other mayors that are on the Fireball Run a little jealous because your video just got up and they saw the production quality and they said, hey, that's pretty good. Can we do ours again? So it was really great. What we do is we give people an interactive journey through the United States. The Chevrolet Fireball Run is likened to Amazing Race only in the United States. There's no reason to go anywhere else but this country to explore some great, fascinating locations. We do not choose Tier 1 destinations. We choose Tier 2 and Tier 3 destinations. As one of our show announcers put it, he says, these are the places you typically fly over. And we choose them on the basis of economic opportunity, prosperity, and quality of life. So we're doing that for a number of reasons. The participants are very special in the Chevrolet Fireball Run. In order to participate, you must be a business leader, senior level executive, or celebrity. We're very grateful to have a number of celebrities with us on the event, another number of notable business leaders on the journey, as well as several movie cars that will be coming out this year. It looks like this might be our biggest year for movie cars. We have, of course, we have a General Lee. Can't do a Southern excursion without it. We'll have the Back to the Future time car from Back to the Future 2, Knight Rider from the recent television series Knight Rider. We have an Andy Griffith Show police car. It's a screen-used police car from the Andy Griffith Show, and the entire group of business leaders inside that car dressing as the entire Andy Griffith opportunity there. So we've got that, Bumblebee from the Transformers, and I believe there's a couple others in there that I haven't mentioned. They're driving in everything from Camaros to Bentleys. It's all over the place. It is a Run What You Brung event. Last year we had a Model T in it, and it was great. They owned about 30, I think they were vets, and they owned 30 veterinarian clinics throughout California. And while they started every day in that Model T, it did not really finish every day. So it is a journey. It's a game. It's a scavenger hunt. In order for them to earn points and score, they must accomplish geographic, it's like a big geography test, history test, and mathematics test, because they are building a strategy and they're using history, culture, they're using the internet to help resolve these missions. The teams are not on their own. They have entire entourages working for them. Jeff Bodine has got NASCAR basically behind him. I failed to mention, we also have in another team the director of operations for NASCAR.com, which, if you didn't know, has a much bigger audience than the television NASCAR. So the director, he's in as well as the chamber president from Melbourne, the Melbourne Area Chamber of Commerce, which we're starting on Florida's Space Coast, and we're going to finish in the Mississippi Gulf Coast in Gulfport, Mississippi. We'll have astronaut Winston Scott representing the Kennedy Space Center and Florida Tech, and he's got all of Florida Tech behind him trying to help him win the event. These folks, they come out to win and they come out to play. But more importantly, it's great that they're also aiding in the recovery of America's missing children, and how they do that is each team is assigned a unique missing child from their hometown region, and that child is placed, the decals, image and likeness of the child are placed on the vehicles. As well, they provided 1,000 posters to distribute from one side of America to the other to aid in the recovery of America's missing children. To date, the Fireball Run has aided in the recovery of 37 missing kids so far. And it's not because we find them, it's because great folks from the media descend upon this event. Last year we had an audience of about 6.7 million of the lives that we touched with Fireball Run. This year, for the first year ever, and the first time ever done with any type of live event, much less motoring event, Fireball Run will be going completely live. This will be a good year to be a host destination for the Fireball Run. That means you'll be able to watch this thing live streamed to the Fireball Run website. As well, each vehicle has within it a GPS locator device. And you'll be able to look at them on a map as they travel across America. You can click on the cars and actually take a look and see who's driving that. So you can follow your space shuttle team, or you could follow Jeff of the NASCAR team, and watch the whole thing coming live as it descends upon Clarksville. You'll also be able to chat with the teams live. Well, not really with the driver, but the co-driver, hopefully. It'd be kind of hard to do text messaging while you're driving and looking for missions. You'll be able to engage the event completely. You'll also be able to check if the scores are updated live, and you'll be able to see everything they do from one side of the country to the other. So if you ever wanted to know what type of mission activities they have, you'll be able to see them there. We're running two really great programs called Scan, Track, and Win. We welcome anybody from the community here to come out to the finish line, see the cars, get autographs from the several drivers that will be in it, nearly 50 teams, and bring out your smartphones and scan the little QR codes on the vehicles. Those QR codes, there's probably about 50 of them per vehicle. Some of them contain prizes behind them. So we encourage the public to come out and scan it. You can also try to guess whoever the winner is in the Fireball Run, and the person who comes the closest to the points will actually win an entry in the 2012 Chevrolet Fireball Run, which will run in the Northeast. It's a fantastic group of people. We'd also encourage anybody from the city of Clarksville to come on out and join the Fireball Run. We encourage a team of business leaders. These are all business leaders, and behind the scenes, they're all here looking at economic opportunities that they may be flying over. They're identifying quality of life, they're identifying the economic prosperity of the community, and they're behind their minds at the end of every day and the end of every reception. They're thinking about where they might be able to expand operations, relocate headquarters, or buy a second and third vacation home. Something that's already happened in the city of Gulfport. One of our business leaders, who is a very prominent leader, turned around and bought a beachfront property out there on the basis of just them hosting. He had never been to Gulfport. And that's how the economics happen in the Fireball Run behind the scenes, and we encourage a team from Clarksville to join also and to represent a missing child from this region. So that's a little bit about the Chevrolet Fireball Run Adventure Rally. Mayor, thank you. Thanks a lot, James, over in Economic Development. Also, of course, Teresa, who's been fantastic over at the CBB out here. You guys have a wonderful community. These people are going to have a wonderful time. I'm absolutely quite confident the people that are so far have never been to Clarksville, but they will come away with a unique experience in Clarksville and one that they'll never forget. Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you, James, and thank you,
And
Teresa.
Jay, just if we could, real quick, let me ask any of the members of the press while you have him here. Do you have any questions that you want to ask him?
Is this something that like the local citizens can participate in anyway?
Well, they can participate live on the website, so
Right.
they can watch the entire event live. It is filmed as a feature film, and I failed to mention that. Fireball Run has its own camera crews. It's filmed in 1080 HD. It goes on 10 big screens and has a red carpet world premiere in downtown Orlando, Florida, and then it goes out on DVD. But yes, the fans can come out, scan the cars, see the cars, get autograph from the participants. We encourage fans to come out, and you can actually watch it as it happens. So you can be in the comfort of your own home, and then when they're about 3 blocks from getting here, you can get back out here. So, and as far as participation, if there is a business leader team from this community, we would encourage it. If they sign up, we'd love to have them representing the community, representing a missing child from the area, but again, more importantly, representing the community and hanging out with these folks.
Any other questions?
Joe, you might talk about safety.
All right, fantastic, good question, and as well. This is not a race, this is a rally and an interactive game. The teams are not racing cross country. In fact, those little GPS devices that you get to watch the entertainment happen with, behind the scenes, our safety crews are comprised of retired police officers. Retired Albuquerque Police Chief Sam Baca, who's one of the top 5 police chiefs in the United States, is our head of law enforcement, as well as the recently retired police chief of Satellite Beach, Florida, is also part of our safety crews. Those GPS devices actually send text messages to our safety teams should a team go beyond what we think is safely through the country. So there is no speeding allowed. It is monitored. We want to keep it safe. Our goal isn't to take out kids. Our goal is to bring a few back. So it is a very safe environment.
And I know, and I will also say that y'all have been very helpful in working with our local police department. I know Chief Ansley has been fully made aware of everything that is going on, and he will be participating and helping to make sure that all the citizens of Clarksville remain safe. But it is a very safe environment. It's not a race. I think we need to
That's
make
correct.
sure that that's clear. They're not racing. They're not going to be racing up and down the street, other than trying to get their clues.
Yeah, trying to find a clue and distributing posters for missing children. And Chief, just if you want to come up and say a few words just about maybe public safety as well as the plight for missing and abducted children.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful there's no missing children from this area, but I'm sure it's something that's happened in the region. One thing to note is 1 out of every 6 missing children is found because somebody recognizes them from a poster. So we're putting about 50,000 posters across the country. Chief,
great.
just a little bit about community
Yeah.
safety.
Well, we always stand behind projects like this. We'll do whatever it takes, working with your organization to make it safe. All the officers, we have a traffic unit that will, anything you need, we'll get this thing done as far as from a public safety standpoint. As far as missing children, of course, we all stand behind that. I think it's a very good idea to support. For some business leaders to get involved from Clarksville, and we can support a missing child from this area, like you said.
We'll put a real police chief in it this time. Not retired, we'll put a real one in. How about that? Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
The date that you're here?
Oh, the dates.
Casey, what's the dates that we're here? September 29th, and that is a Thursday? Thursday, September 29th, the teams will start arriving probably between 3 and 4 p.m. They have several tasks to perform throughout the city, and then they'll be finish lining probably around between 4 and 5:30 p.m. in the downtown area. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
September 29th. Make sure that gets out there. That's the date.
Right? And the whole event starts September 23rd, so you can track it live until it gets here, and it'll finish October 1st in the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
And they leave the morning of the 30th?
They're actually going to leave September 24th from here.
From
Yes,
Clarksville.
yeah. Then we'll green flag the next day, and you'll wave the flag for us and get us started on the second to the last day of our journey. We're going to travel from here to Anniston, Alabama, and we will come here from Knoxville, Tennessee. So we actually have 2 Tennessee cities this year. So we're pretty excited about that.
Is there anything in particular that made you pick Clarksville as a destination on the rally?
Well, that would be Miss Teresa. She's the motivation behind selecting Clarksville as a destination Fireball Run. And it should be noted, we do look at a number of destinations. It starts with a platform in each region of about 30, and then we whittle it down based on there. And Teresa had a great story for the community. She felt that there was a lot of exciting and unique things to do out here that maybe hadn't gotten out to the world. And well, we'll have probably about 7 million viewers online now, and we'll all know about Clarksville, Tennessee as a result of this. You got it.
And you mentioned the video also, how it will be attached to the movie.
Well, the theatrical release, it goes on 10 theaters throughout the United States, and then it has a red carpet world premiere in Orlando, Florida. That takes us about a year of post-production because we're going to have thousands of hours of film footage. This is not a reality series. This is reality film. This is filmed as a full feature film. It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes. After it comes off the big screen, it'll go direct into DVD distribution, or anybody can get it and enjoy it themselves. We're trying to work a deal out to see if we can get it to stream on like a Netflix or something like that. That's a whole ordeal that we deal with. We're headquartered out of NBC Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
Some of you may have noticed if you've been to the movie theater, and before the movies come on, they'll have some different things that they show, and this is sometimes typically one of the things that they will show, so it gets out there all across the country.
Absolutely.
About the event.
And Mayor, your video, all the mayor's videos actually go out on the extras section of the DVD, so every time that DVD sells or somebody watches that DVD, it's also taking them not only the creative message of Clarksville, but the mayor, your direct message is included on that DVD, and people can watch it, and it's a fun destination marketing tool.
Mayor McMillan mentioned a donation to Project Fuel, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, in each city, Fireball Run, its main effort is, of course, to aid in the recovery of missing and exploited children. Each team, however, races for their own charity. We have several that race for Veterans Affairs. We have people who race for Crohn's disease. But whatever their passion, each team also represents their own charity. When we get into a host destination, we felt that rather than just send the mayor a thank you letter for their community hosting these folks and getting them to come out here, that we'd make a small impact in the community. I met with the director of that organization last night. I can tell you it is a fantastic program. She does it from a passion. It doesn't do it for any money. It's all about the kids. All I heard her talk about were the kids. And so what we're going to do is we'll incorporate it into part of the game where the teams will have to donate food, and that's how they will accomplish another mission. And just to give you the impact of that, let's just say that out of the 50 teams that could make it, 10 won't get off the line. We got 40. 40 people donating 30 items apiece brings about 1,200, as I understand, 1,200 items for these kids, and that feeds about 75 kids is what I understand the ratio breaks down to for at least a week. And if we could at least make some contribution, that's what we'd like it to be. And we're very excited that the mayor chose that because it's a very passionate organization and it is direct impact. It is directly helping these kids. And we'll see where it goes from there. And last year, just kind of in an alignment, the mayor of Lubbock had chosen a food drive as well. Again, it's not trying to build false expectations, but the participants of the Fireball Run, which was the lowest number because it was a tough economic year. We had about 40 participants that year, donated nearly a half a semi-trucks full of food. How they all got it in their vehicles, I do not know, but they are very compassionate and very successful people. And these people range from small business owners to billionaires. And there is no joke. We have a lot of small business in the event. We also have a lot of very, very successful people in the event, and they all love each other, and they're all adaptive to networking. They're all very good people, and they take it out of the kindness of their heart. They know they're successful, and they want to transfer some of that success to each city that we destined to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Jay, thank you
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much
I
for
appreciate
being
it.
here. We are excited about the event, and I can't wait to wave that green flag.
Yeah, next
All
year
right.
we'll take you with us, right?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming today.